In this tutorial, we will see how to work with Amazon Elastic Container Service. Let's go to clusters, create our first cluster, select EC2, next. Let's give it a name. I'll name it demo cluster. Let's come down here and select the instance type. Let's do t2.micro. Let's create like 3 instances and select your key pair, specify the VPC, and select some subnets. In here, let's open port 22 to anyone, and let's create. Now let's view our cluster. In here, if you go to ECS instances, you should get 3 instances in here. Just refresh until you see them. We have 2, and the third one is here. You can also check it from here. We have the 3 instances, and we have a security group for them. In the security groups, we have this security group for our instances. And now let's define a task. I selected EC2. In here, let's give it a name. I'll name it demo task 1. And let's come down here and give it 300 for the memory and 300 for the CPU. Let's add a container. Let's use HTTPD. And here we need the image. If you go to Docker Hub and look for HTTPD, you will find this page. In here, you will see that we're using HTTPD 2.4. So copy that and paste it here. Let's select the hard limit 300, and for the port, let's use port 80 and add. And come down here and create. Now that we have our cluster and we have our task, let's connect them together. Go to cluster, select your cluster, and for the services, let's create a service in here. Select EC2. In here, let's give it a name. I'll name it demo service. 3 tasks to match the instances, 0 here for the minimum healthy present, and scroll down and next. In here, let's use a load balancer. We don't have any load balancers, so let's come here and go to load balancers, and let's create one. Select HTTP and HTTPS. In here, let's name it. I'll name it my load balancer. Down here, select all the availability zones that you have in here, and next, and let's create a security group for our load balancer. I'll name it my load balancer security group. I'll copy this and paste it down here, and we have port 80 open here. We're fine with that. Let's give our target group a name. I'll name it my target group. Keep everything as is. In here, select all the instances, since all the instances were created by the ECS. Review and create. Now we have our load balancer. Let's come here and refresh. Select our load balancer and add a load balancer in here. Here we have our target group, and next. We will not use an auto scaling group, so Next, review and create the service. Now let's scroll down and view the service. In here, we see that we have 3 desired and 3 are running. If you see like something pending or it's not 3 in here, just wait until you get all the desired in the running, and you can see them here. Now, if you go to the cluster, you can see the tasks and they're running on the instances. You can check that. If we come here, you can see that each task has a running on each instance. Okay, now let's go to our security group and let's refresh this. In here, we will see this security group for our cluster. Let's open that and edit the inbound rules. Let's add a rule for all TCP and let's route it through the load balancer. So in here, let's select the load balancer security group and save the rules. That looks okay. Now we have 3 instances made by the ECS and we deployed HTTPD to each of them, and we can check that if we go to the load balancer. We can copy the DNS from here and paste it in the browser. It might take a few minutes to work. Yeah, as we can see here, it works. You can refresh and as you can see, it works just fine. This is it for this tutorial. See you in the next one.